I really love tech, and that won't come as a surprise to you if you're a regular viewer of the channel, but I especially love camera tech. I really enjoy shooting videos and I love taking photos. Not that I'm a particularly good photographer, but I do love it. So when iFootage got in touch to see if I wanted to test out their new Cobra 3 monopod, I jumped at the chance. I've got some other gear in the studio from iFootage and we use it all the time. It's well engineered and innovative, featuring British design and quality materials, but with more competitive pricing compared to other similar products. And at first glance, this monopod is no different. It's got some really interesting features and some nice engineering. Now I should say that this particular monopod has more applications than just photography. We're in the process of refitting our studio, and this particular design here with the tripod at the base is going to come in very useful. Tripods take up a huge amount of room, so if you're working with limited space or you need to get close up to a table to shoot products, this is an excellent solution. So let's just do a quick review. I'm shooting a video, Erin.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget this one.
What's that?
No, you know, it's the other one.
They sent us two?
No, there's also this one.
They sent us three?
No, there's also this one.
Four.
And whatever this thing is.
Okay, well this will be interesting. Are you going to stick around for the review, Erin?
I'd rather do anything else. Have a nice time, Dave.
So a quick disclosure, as always, we were sent these review samples without charge and we haven't been asked to return them. But iFootage don't get to see this video before we publish and they don't get to make any changes. Monopods really come into their own when you have those situations in photography or video where you just need some additional stability, or you need to take the weight off the camera but you don't have the space or you don't want a full tripod setup. I'm a big motorsport fan and a monopod is absolutely great for these environments, or indeed any sports, because typically you'll be using a big old heavy lens, so having a lightweight mobile platform to rest your camera on is just great. And wildlife is another example. Now I'm not so good at wildlife or bird photography. If you want a great picture of where the animal just was, or a fantastic action shot with the wrong part of the frame in focus, I'm your man. But still, that didn't stop me from heading down to the local reservoir to give the monopod a try. Now, this is quite a nice place with a few different bird species to spot, and there is a hide for birders, but I thought we'd head around the shoreline and try a few aspects of the monopod out. Each of these monopods has this really cool metal tripod at the base, and it's really easy to remove as well using this collar system. You just pull the collar down and we can take the monopod straight off. And if you want to use the monopod on its own, you'll notice on the bottom of the tripod we've got this rubberized foot. So we just unscrew that and put that straight onto the bottom of the monopod. Attaching your camera to the other end is just as easy. We've got this attachment plate and a collar again. Pull the collar down, you can remove the plate. What I really like about this is that iFootage have got a neat dual thread design. So you've got, if I just remove this rubber cover and I'll hold this up to the overhead camera and hopefully you'll be able to see. But on the outside we've got a 3/8 inch thread which is spring loaded, and if I pull that back you'll see there's a 1/4 inch thread on the inside. So it's really easy to attach your gear. You just screw this plate regardless of which size thread you're using. There we go, and now I can attach this to the top of my monopod using this quick release collar. Snaps straight in, and now it's in and it's fully secure. Look at that. Now you'll also see that we've got a detachable wrist strap for extra confidence when it comes to carrying. And when we're thinking about carrying, it's very easy and very lightweight, especially when it's in pure monopod form. Now the Cobra 3, as you've seen, is available in 4 different specifications, and this is the top model, the C180F-P. The C in the model name indicates that this is the carbon fibre model, but there are also 2 aluminium models, the A180s. 180 is a reference to the maximum height of the monopods, which is 180 centimetres, give or take a couple of centimetres, and that works out to about 5 feet 10 or 11 inches. The minimum height is around 69 centimetres or 2 feet 3 inches. The F in the model name indicates that we've got these nicely machined anodized aluminium flip locks. They're really easy to use to quickly extend the monopod. And there is also a model which has twist locks instead, and that's only available in the aluminium finish. Finally, the P at the end of this model number refers to the pedal here on the tripod, which I'll come back to a bit later. The other models have a twist screw to change the angle of the tripod. Everything, as you can see, is really nicely made. It feels premium and like it's going to last, whether you're using it in an outdoor environment or inside a studio. All of these models can take a load up to 8 kilograms, which is pretty impressive. So let's put the full specs up on screen for you along with the prices. And these prices include a tripod base and a bag, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, when you're out and about, using a monopod is great for any kind of photography or video work where you're principally going to be panning left and right at a set height. But this doesn't work in every circumstance, and that fixed height can also make it a little bit awkward to get the shots that you want without lots of fiddling around, by which time the thing you're aiming the camera at will probably have cleared off. Now, this is where the iFootage Komodo K5S tripod head comes in. This is a super smooth fluid pan head with a 5 kilogram max load, and it weighs in at just 820 grams. When you combine a head like this with the unique tripod base on this model, you'll find versatility increases. Attach the tripod base and you can use the foot pedal here to unlock the monopod and move it in any direction up to a 40-degree angle. So if you have the Komodo head on the top, this opens up all sorts of movement options, overcoming many of the limitations of a pure monopod. It took a little while to get used to using it, and I pretty quickly realised I had the arm attached to the wrong side. It needed to be on the left so that my right hand would be free to work the shutter. But as you can see, it's easy to switch around. It's also really easy to adjust the damping of the pan head or even to completely lock off movement if you want to. Something else that I really like about this monopod is the inclusion of this little tool here, which neatly snaps onto the monopod. You can use it to tighten up these flip locks or attach a base plate to your camera. It really is a nice, neat touch. And having the tripod attached to the monopod doesn't actually mean you can't still use it as a monopod. Let me demonstrate. If we take the rubber foot off here, let's pop the tripod on. And let's close it up so it just folds up neatly like this. Very easy to do. Now if we return the rubber foot to where it was originally, you see we could carry on using this just as an ordinary monopod if we want to. The whole setup is really stable too, and it allows you to set up camera gear without the need to hold onto it all the time. Now obviously it's never going to be as stable as a conventional tripod. Particularly if you have it fully extended, but there's enough stability there to make it genuinely useful, especially if you are in a controlled studio environment. We'll use a tripod here for our main camera, but I reckon we'll have a couple of these set up for alternate angles because they don't take up much room and they're really easy to pack away. Speaking of which, let me show you the bag. So it's a nice quality padded bag. You've got a handle here and also a shoulder strap. Inside we've got Velcro straps to hold the monopod in place, and it also has this neat extending feature at the top. So if you've got the pan head still attached to the tripod and you want to pack it away, the bag extends to allow that to happen. There's even an internal pocket here in which you can put the handle. So there's not actually that much at all that I don't like about this product. I guess if you have the tripod base attached, it does increase the weight if you're using it outdoors, but you do always have the option just to take it off and not take it with you at all. Now, I really like products where someone has thought carefully about the design, and it's clear that iFootage have done just that. This is a really well-designed, well-made product that's priced very fairly. This one is going to appeal to photographers and video content creators alike. It works outdoors or in the studio. I will be doing some more videos as we finish our remodeling of the studio, and we'll report back on how this gear works for us long term. But if you're in the market for a monopod or a versatile camera mounting system for video, I would definitely check out iFootage. So I'll pop a link to their website in the description. And if I can find any of their products on Amazon, then I'll put a link there because we earn a small commission from Amazon. It's a great way for you guys to support the channel. Speaking of which, thank you. We just recently passed 37,000 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing to me. Thank you all so much for your support. See you again soon for some more geekery.